The stage is set for a huge football clash in Hammond. I'm Megan Clementi, and this is Southland Spotlight. Also this week, a championship showdown at the conference soccer tournament. And we're down to the final weekend of regular season play in volleyball. And get ready, it's hoop season. Lake Charles, Louisiana again was the championship host this past weekend, this time for soccer. Top-seeded Stephen F. Austin taking to the pitch versus third-seeded Southeastern Louisiana. These are the top two defensive teams in the conference, and they both played to the strength in the title match. It was scoreless after 90 regulation minutes, which set the game to 2 overtimes with still no goals. Although Southeastern goalkeeper Hope Sabadash was tested in the first OT. That meant penalty kicks to decide the tournament champion. The Lady Lions scored on 3 kicks, while Sabadash, the tournament's MVP, turned away all but 1 PK. Southeastern Louisiana wins its 3rd Southland Conference tournament title.
We came up with a game plan that we're just going to go for it today. We had to strap it on. We knew it was one match. And it doesn't matter what statistics are. They outshot us by a good amount, but we forced them to take a lot of perimeter shots too. We decided to sit in, concede space at certain points of the field, and really look to get the ball and then try to build from there. And it paid off today, especially with the monster in goal, Hope Sabadash.
I mean, that's my job. That's what I'm here for. I got to keep the ball out of the net, and that's what I did today.
SLU will now face Big Ten champion Nebraska in the first round of the NCAA tournament Friday in Lincoln. What a season it's been in football. At one point, half the conference teams were ranked in the FCS national poll. Then the teams had to start playing each other. It's not so good for the school's overall record, but it has been great for the fans. And here we go again this weekend. First place is once again on the line in the Southland TV Network Game of the Week. 14th ranked Southeastern Louisiana puts its unbeaten conference record on the line at home versus 4th ranked Sam Houston State. A win by the Lions would clinch the school's first league title since winning the Gulf States Conference in 1961. It would also give SLU the Southland's automatic bid to the FCS playoffs. SHSU, on the other hand, needs to win to create a tie for first place, with both teams having one conference loss. Game time is 3 o'clock. If you can't make it to Strawberry Stadium, check southland.org/television for the Southland TV Network affiliate in your area, or you can watch it right here on the Southland Digital Network. A Bearcat win could also vault 9th-ranked McNeese State back into the title picture. The Cowboys host Northwestern State. Wins by the Cats and Pokes would create a 3-way tie for first place. Northwestern State will be looking to get its record back to 500 as they come into this one sporting 2 straight wins. The Demons also would love to play the role of spoiler in the first place battle. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock at Cowboy Stadium, and you can watch it as part of the ESPN3's Southland Primetime Package. Lamar plays its final 2 games of the regular season at home, starting with Stephen F. Austin on Saturday. The Cardinals' goal is to play 60 minutes of football in this one. They led at halftime a week ago versus Northwestern State, but could not finish. SFA, on the other hand, finishes out on the road. Lumberjacks quarterback Brady Attaway has 2 games to try and catch Jeremy Moses as the Southland's all-time leader in passing yards. It's a 6 p.m. start in Beaumont. And Central Arkansas closes out the week with a game at Nichols. UCA played conference-leading Southeastern Louisiana tough in the first half, but could not keep up with the Lions in the second. The Bears need a win to get back above 500 for the season. Nichols has an incredibly tough stretch to close the year, starting it with a loss to Sam Houston last week. The Colonels get UCA Saturday before a trip to Southeastern to close things out. Sophomore Tuscany Figaro will be looking for a new school record with a 6th straight 100-yard rushing effort. The Bears and Colonels start at 3 p.m. in Thibodaux. The Central Arkansas volleyball team has clinched the #1 seed for the conference tournament, which takes place next week. The Sugar Bears won a single match last week versus Oral Roberts and then clinched the top seed with a win in Northwestern State Tuesday night. The Sugar Bears remain perfect in conference play and hope to stay that way this weekend with a pair of matches at home. Where it really gets interesting is in the positioning for the 2nd through 5th seed. Northwestern State, Sam Houston State, and Oral Roberts are all within a game of each other, and host Texas A&M Corpus Christi is 2 games from the runner-up spot. The conference tournament starts on November 14th at the Dugan Wellness Center in Corpus Christi. The basketball season is underway. The first weekend of play hit the hardwood this past week in the new look Southland with a record 14 members. For the men, Oral Roberts made a statement early. The Eagles played crosstown rival Tulsa in the Mayor's Cup game and came away with a big 74-68 victory. It's not only a big non-conference win, but also snaps a 4-game losing streak to the Golden Hurricane. The women's season also tipped off this past weekend, and Central Arkansas came right out of the locker room and got a big win. The Sugar Bears traveled to Oxford and came away with a victory over Ole Miss, but it wasn't easy. They trailed by 10 at halftime. But behind a double-double by Courtney Duver, 22 points, 10 rebounds, UCA beat the Rebels 66-63. The NCAA cross-country regionals are Friday, and the men's and women's conference champions from Lamar are headed for the South Regional in Waco, Texas. Southland's Men's Athlete of the Year, Matt Johnson, headlines the Cardinals roster. Central Arkansas's Brooke Kassar, the SLC Women's Athlete of the Year, leads a solid field into that meet. It's another championship weekend, which means the caliber of play goes up even higher. If that's even possible, we are the fortunate ones, Southland fans, because our job is to enjoy the competition. Remember to get updates everywhere you go by downloading the Southland Conference app for iPhone, Android, and tablet. I'm Megan Clementi. Until next time, thanks for joining me on the Southland Spotlight.